What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Diction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today we are going to be looking at the new QQ9 Dual Kinetics blueprint. So this is the brand new mythic skin that was released for COD Mobile, and it was one that was kind of just expected out of nowhere. Because obviously whenever we get a new test server, we typically already get I guess an idea of what weapons are getting legendary skins or mythic skins. A lot of people just assumed that maybe the HDR was going to be the one to get the mythic, but in the earlier leaks, especially during the test server, they never really specified which weapon was getting a mythic. And for the time being, I guess they put it as a placeholder for the HDR, assuming that it was going to get a mythic. But typically the way that I see it is that whenever there is no mythic labeled within that list of legendaries, I think it's kind of safe to assume that it's probably going to be for an existing weapon. This is something that happened back when the AK-47 was getting mythic and we didn't know about it, as well as when the DOQ Lotus Flames was also being leaked. Those were never really listed as to which were actually getting the mythic skin. So, well, whenever you see some sort of leak like that, I think it's safe to assume that it's going to be for an already existing gun. So when the update came out for the Korean and Garena version, that's when we found out it was going to be for the QQ9. And a lot of people were kind of surprised about it. And I always knew at some point that the QQ9 would get a mythic skin, given that it's a very popular weapon. But I'd never really expected it to come out this soon. But yet here we are, and honestly, this skin is absolutely incredible, much better than the legendary skins. And this is the first mythic to introduce a few new features, specifically when it comes to the iron sight. So I think it's safe to say that they found a new incentive for us to start actually upgrading our mythics from here on out. And I say that because, there are different physical, I guess, changes that happen whenever you do upgrade your mythic weapon to a higher level. With the QQ9, obviously when you start off, you'll see that same reticle that I have right now. Of course, with those edges on the side, but except the fact that they're probably just a little bit more physical, where when you kind of upgrade it to the middle levels, you do get this more transparent version of this digital sight, with the little edges being a little bit more transparent as well. But when you finally upgrade to the max, you get the purely digital iron sight. So the gun appearance will change based on how far you upgrade it. And I think this is a pretty good feature. It does incentivize, maxing out the weapon. But for me, obviously, the one that I have right now, because usually with the newer mythics, I just upgrade to halfway. But the one that I have is obviously the second stage. And I mean, I'm okay with it. It doesn't really bother me that much. Of course, for all of you purists out there that want to buy the entire, I guess, upgrade to the max, I mean, feel free to. I mean, it's not going to really make too much of a difference. But I think I could say that the iron sight is very reminiscent to the Krig 6, except it's just in a digital form. From what my friend Parker told me, he said that it does also have an ammo counter for the ones that upgrade to the max. But of course, I can't be too sure about that. I didn't really look up on that. But if you guys have upgraded yours to the max, let me know in the comment section to see whether or not that's actually true. So as you're seeing right now in the kill cam, or I guess in the spectator cam, you can see this is the final level of the mythic. So again, it's nothing really crazy. Like I said, it's just purely digital. But there are some other features as well. The top part of the weapon does seem to change colors slowly in a very technical / CGI fashion, where the top will turn white and black over time. And that's basically most of the features. I mean, it does have that little center orb in the middle, and I guess some little stereo speakers on the back with wings on it. And that's basically what it is. It does move every now and then, but it's it's not something that you're gonna notice right away. It's not the best animated mythic in the world. However, I do have two complaints about this skin. One of it is just that it's extremely loud, probably a little bit too loud. Whenever you do get a kill, it kind of makes you almost deaf. And yeah, even when you shoot it's just extremely loud. Death effects are loud. When you reload, it's extremely loud. It's just loud all over. I kind of wish that they could lower the volume of that. And as for the second complaint, it actually has to do with the camo coverage. So with that top part changing from white and black, that's the only part that doesn't actually have camo coverage, meaning that you're only maybe half or a little bit less than half of the gun is being covered by a camo. And this also applies to diamond. It's not going to turn gold or anything like that. So unfortunately, the camo coverage isn't really that great on this Mythic. It's kind of like the same situation with the Odin. I guess the only difference this time around is just the fact that it's on the top this time, where you can't really see the camo coverage instead of it being the bottom like how the Odin was. But yeah, that's more or less it about the QQ9. Death effect is pretty cool, albeit it doesn't really have a lot of different changes, you know, the more you evolve it. If anything, it just evolves like just people just spinning into like this black hole, and that's basically it. And it does kind of change a little bit like over time as you get more kills, but it's nothing like so noticeable. But yeah, anyways, that's going to conclude because I'm kind of like running out of footage here. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD mobile content, and I'll see you guys next time.